Recently, we purchased this house as an investment property, and we're going to try to totally renovate it for an out-of-pocket cost of only $20. We started by taking our $20 to the Goodwill outlet, bought a bunch of stuff, sold it on platforms like eBay and whatnot, and turned our $20 into over $450. We then used part of that money to cover the dumpster rental that assisted us with the demolition of the house, and now we're moving on to our next project with a total budget of $51.15. The next project in our house flip is going to be to completely update the plumbing, and to do that, we're going to need a couple tools and some supplies. So we took our $51.15 back to Goodwill and found a ton of great items that we could flip and add to this renovation budget. I found this entire set of Ping ISTK irons for only $2.99 each. We got 2 golf bags. This Adams golf bag was a little more simple, but it was only $6.99, and this Nike bag was only $15.99. And then on the other side of the store, I found another golf bag, and it was another Nike one. It was white, and this one was only $6.99. And while I was finding those golf bags, my wife Haley found this vintage Patagonia fleece, size small, made in USA, super cool pattern. It was only $4.75, and I think we can get between $120 and $130 for it. I also found this metal frame hiking backpack. I had never heard of the brand before, but it seemed pretty high quality. It was $9.99, which was more than I wanted to pay, and that technically put us over budget. But we took all the golf bags and this backpack straight to a store called Play It Again Sports, and they pay you cash for sporting good items.
3 bags on the camping bag.
You videotaping right now?
I am.
I figured that.
Looking at the pickleball stuff.
Can't help it.
So passing on this.
Passing.
We don't sell them.
Really?
I've had one that's been sitting up there for like
But it's got
6 months.
It's
It
got
doesn't even
poop
touch.
bags on it.
I got you. Nobody comes in and buys them though.
You are. Someone's gonna come in this afternoon and say, "You guys got any camping bags
Then
with
I'll
poop
sell-
bags on them?"
Then I'll sell the one bag we do. I'll tell
Okay.
the special order one.
So what can you do on the bags?
We got 35 on this one.
Okay.
We're looking at 25 on that one, and then 20 on that one. It's just a basic one. You got
Yeah.
90.
What about 100 and you take the bag? I paid $10 for this one, so I'm just trying to. I don't want to ship it, and if you guys don't take it, there's nowhere else for me to sell it.
We just did that. Okay.
Sweet.
I'll take that. 100.
So we started out with $51.15. We spent $61 at Goodwill, which did technically put us in the negative, but we took that stuff straight to Play It Again Sports and got $100 for all 3 golf bags and the camping backpack, which brought our new total up to $90.15. We did list the Patagonia jacket and the Ping golf clubs over on eBay, and the good news there is that the Ping clubs have sold for $100 plus shipping. So after fees, we are taking about $87 home from that eBay sale, which brings our new total for the challenge to $177.15. Unfortunately, the Patagonia jacket still hasn't sold, but I'm sure it will sell eventually, and when it does, we'll just add the money to our total at that point. Now, this $177.15 is probably enough money to buy the tool and most of the supplies that we need to redo the plumbing at the house, but I don't think we'd have a lot of money left over after we buy all that stuff, so we're gonna head back to the Goodwill bins one more time. But real quick, I wanna thank the sponsor of today's video, Aura. So about a year ago, I was sitting around one morning, like 7:30, having a cup of coffee, and I got a phone call from a number that I did not have saved in my phone. I usually don't answer these because they're spam, but I thought it was kind of early in the morning, and I just felt like maybe it is something important this time. And when I answered, the person on the other end got audibly excited, and they were like, "Oh, is this Harry Tornado? I had some reselling questions for you." I'm like, "Who are you, and how did you get my personal cell phone number?" And she was very nice, and she was like, "Yeah, I just Googled your name that I got from Facebook, and then I went through a couple different pages and I found this number and just called it." And I was like, "Well, this is my personal cell phone number. Please don't call this. It's kind of weird." It's certainly nothing malicious, but it made me feel super weird that somebody could just, within 5 minutes on Google, find my personal cell phone number. So I realized at that point that we needed to implement something else in our lives to make it a little bit harder for people to find out all this personal information about us, which is where Aura comes into play. So a lot of our personal information is available on the internet because of data brokers, and these are companies that profit by selling our personal information to scammers, telemarketers, and pretty much anybody else that wants to learn more stuff about you. And one thing that Aura does is identify these data brokers on the internet and automatically submit opt-out requests to them to have your information removed from their sites, and they can also remove you from junk mail lists and telemarketing lists. There's a link in the description of this video. You can click to try out Aura free for 2 weeks, or you can scan the QR code in the top corner of the screen here to see exactly how much of your personal information these data brokers are sharing. And from personal experience, it's very frustrating and honestly kind of scary. But what's cool is that this is just one thing that Aura does. The Aura app also has a built-in VPN, a built-in password manager, real-time credit and identity theft monitoring, internet parental controls, protects your devices from malware. Aura has almost every internet safety tool you'll ever need right inside one app. Scan the QR code, click the link in the description of the video, or go to aura.com/HarryTornado to try Aura for 2 weeks totally for free. Thanks again to Aura for sponsoring today's video.
Batman Trick or Treat bucket, 2008 Lucasfilm. Found this little plush guy. It says Joe on his pants. Looks interesting. Grab him. I got some Pyrex dishes. It's not really worth a ton. Oh, but that's 3 of them together. I might grab those. Still not worth a ton, but it is half price day today. Glass is already pretty cheap. I think glass is like 50 cents a pound, so it should be 25 cents a pound today. So we'll see.
Nintendo Power. Perry the Platypus right here. He's cute.
Hey, where's Barry?
Yeah, grab him.
That little Build-A-Bear. It's like a Disney princess one. That could be kind of cool. We got a little Starbucks cup here. Looks to be in good shape.
Got some other Disney characters right here. These will be really cheap here. We can get an entire bag for only 50 cents today. So I'm probably gonna pick up these 3. That's cool. Taz.
Looking through the clothes over here, I got this pair of men's Columbia pants. Nothing fancy here. Men's 38. It's got some cargo pockets. Spring is coming. Apparently 6 more weeks of winter thanks to Paxilani Sue, or whatever that guy's name is.
Punxsutawney Phil, ladies and gentlemen!
So yeah, I think I'll grab these. Probably costs like $1. Maybe get 10 bucks for them.
Okay, so I'm looking over my stuff now, and Donald is a little too gross to get, so I'm gonna put him back. I'm still gonna get, this is Daisy, right? Daisy Duck and
you got Perry the
Goofy
Platypus?
and Perry the Platypus.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So this dance mat thing, there's like 5 listed and 11 sold, so that's pretty good. And it looks like there's something like 30 bucks plus shipping, 39 free shipping,
Okay.
44 free shipping. So yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Definitely gonna get that then. Let's see. Ooh, this is Ralph Lauren. Where's 100% cotton made in USA? Ooh, look. Okay. Let's make sure this is not like a towel. If this is a blanket, I probably will get it. Yeah, that's really cool. So it says it's 90 by 90. I don't see any issues with it. I think blankets are like weighed separately.
Congratulations on the new house.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate that. We're actually trying to build our budget up today. Oh, this is Columbia. Looks to be in good shape. It's just got some like fuzz or something on there. Go ahead and grab that. Women's small. Take it home, wash it. Should come out pretty nice.
I hope this is not somebody's pile.
I don't think so. I'm sure they would have yelled at you by now.
But they're all like folded up nice. This is like a pajama dress.
Pajama dress?
Yeah, it's long.
Poo tag. Oh, that is really long.
Yeah.
Just poo.
I told you it was a pajama dress.
Yeah. It does have a little bit of a bleach stain on the P. Probably pass on that. How are you? Good. $18.60. All right. You got everything?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, ma'am. You too. So we're back from the bins. We spent a total of $18.60 on all that stuff, and then we brought it home, got some of it cleaned up, and decided to sell it on a Whatnot auction today. We sold, I think, a total of 15 items altogether. Everything we got
at the bins, and we made a total gross revenue of $207. It says negative 28 right there. We did a couple giveaways. We had to pay shipping on that. But after fees and everything is accounted for, we still made $176.43. So let's add that here, $176.43. And that brings us to $334.98. So I went ahead and spent some money on some supplies to get us started with the plumbing. We got some crimp rings, we got some brass PEX adapters like T's, elbows, and couplings. And I got a PEX crimp tool. This is the most expensive. This was like 88 bucks or so, but this should be enough to get us started outside of actually getting the PEX tubing. We spent $148.81 on all this stuff. So that currently leaves us with $186.17. Guests.
We're gonna have raccoons.
We're not gonna have raccoons. Get that off. That's brass. Brass, copper, copper, copper. Have to get all that separated before we recycle it.
I'm not going in there with you.
2 of the floor joists are broken. I don't know if we broke it or it's been broken. The one like right underneath the shower drain is cracked and like wet and moldy. But yeah, oh hey.
Hey.
Can you see me? Can you see my hand?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be able to pull all this through without cutting the opening a little bit bigger. But yeah, we're gonna have to cut all this off to replace it. Unfortunately. It's very spacious down here. I'm just sitting like Indian style. I'm gonna need some type of saw or something. And there's a lot of like duct work around here.
Yeah.
And a lot of there's no insulation under the shower for some reason. We'll get it. Now I have a better idea of what we're working with.
So we said in one of our recent videos that the guest bathroom we're not going to demo. We're just going to reglaze the tub, make it look all nice and white and clean again. But we still want to update like the handles and everything. And since we're not taking down the tile, we've got to go in through the back of the wall. So this closet wall here backs up to that shower. So we're gonna have to basically turn this wall into like an access panel so we can get in here and take out everything and like update all the fixtures without messing up the tile on the other side of this wall. This is a little out of my comfort zone, to be honest, so we may have to enlist some help in doing this just because it's such a tight workspace, but I still think it's going to be a better and cheaper option than fully demoing the shower, considering how hard it was to demo the other shower. So I think I'm going to have to go get some more batteries or the battery charger. We don't have electricity in the house right now just because all these exposed wires and everything are going on. New battery, new blade specifically for metal, and I think we'll be good to go. I went under the house in the crawl space. I think you guys saw that in the video. Everything looks fairly simple. The water comes into the house from the front, goes kind of like straight through the house, tees off to go to the primary bathroom, tees off to go to this bathroom, goes to the water heater, and then the hot water comes back to the kitchen and all this stuff. So fairly simple. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get under there and get everything cut loose and unsweated. I don't know how to sweat, like weld with solder copper pipes, but I'm sure YouTube could teach us, right? Once we get all the copper removed from the house, we're going to take it to a recycling place to sell it. I believe they pay like $3 to $4 per pound, and this is all we've taken out so far. It's just the copper. We're going to have to like separate the copper from the brass and all the spigots and everything like that. But I think we'll probably end up with like maybe $50 to $60 worth of copper. I could be wrong on that. I don't know. I've never demoed a house before, but we can add that money straight to the renovation budget. That's pretty cool. We did get a company to come out earlier this week to look at replacing all of the windows, just give us a price quote on that. And it was astronomical, like literally $9,700 to remove all the old windows and put new windows in. And they're like, it comes with a warranty. I'm like, yeah, I hope it does. So I think we're gonna go with a cheaper option. I reached out to my man Dean and Dunn Handyman, and he actually replaces windows all the time. He said he could do it. If we bought the windows, he could do it for like $100 a window, which easy peasy all day long. I think we have 11 windows total. I am gonna start with this one. This is, I think, the easiest one to work on. It just goes out to the carport, so there shouldn't be any rain or anything out here. And it's a fairly standard size, 36 by 36. So I think we're gonna take this one out ourselves and get a new window and try to put it in. See if we can do the windows by ourselves. If we don't have to use Dean, that would save us $1,100, but it might be worth it to use Dean. The company that quoted us that price for the windows, I also asked them about this door. I was like, how much you guys charge to take this one out and maybe put some French doors in? Because I think that would be a little bit fancier. And just, I expected him to say like maybe $2,000, maybe $2,500 because the French doors are expensive. They wanted $6,000 to take this door out and replace it with French doors. And personally, I just think that's absolutely insane. I'm all for businesses charging whatever they want to charge. That's your right. But I don't know anybody that would pay $6,000 to have doors replaced. So we're gonna try to DIY this one ourselves. If you guys want to follow along with this $20 house flip, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're also going to unbox this $2,500 mystery pallet today. That'll be in a future video as well. Super exciting. Thank you guys so much for watching. You're the best. We will catch you on the next one.